Number 4. The Pharaoh's Curse. In 1737, a British officer named George Bryan entered an Egyptian tomb with his friend John Belzoni. When they were exploring this ancient burial site, they came across a coffin that was decorated with a warning inscribed in hieroglyphics. It basically said, "Don't open me. If you open my coffin, you will be cursed." But these guys weren't exactly the type to listen to grave warnings. So they opened it up anyway. But then strange things started happening. First, George Bryan became gravely ill and died after only 2 weeks in Egypt. Then a few months later, John Balcony also died under mysterious circumstances. Some believe these men were victims of the curse, while others think they simply caught malaria. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And now for number 3. But first, I want to give a big shout out to some supporters. Thanks so much for watching and supporting the channel. If you are new here, be sure to join the family. We'd love to have you. Number 3. Pandora's Box. Greek mythology is full of cautionary tales about the dangers of curiosity. And one of the most famous is the story of Pandora's Box. According to the myth, the gods created a woman named Pandora and gave her a box that she was told never to open. Of course, she didn't listen, and when she opened the box, all the evils of the world escaped, and humanity was cursed with pain, death, and misery. Some versions of the story say that Pandora was the first mortal woman ever, which means she unleashed these curses upon herself and all future women. Other versions say that the box actually contained all the good things in life and that Pandora accidentally let them all go. Either way, this story is supposed to explain why humans are doomed to suffer. But interestingly, the original story didn't include a woman at all. In fact, the very first Pandora wasn't even human. He was a tricksy titan who stole fire from the gods and gave it to humans. As punishment, Zeus made him into a man and chained him to a rock where an eagle would eat his liver every day. So yeah, I guess the whole Pandora's box thing got a bit of a makeover. Number 2. The Wishing Stone. The legend of the wishing stone dates back to medieval Germany, and it goes like this. A poor woodcutter had to move his millstone every day in order to grind wheat, but he was always too lazy to do it. One day he sat down on the stone and wished it would move by itself. His wish was granted, but the stone was cursed, for whatever the woodcutter wished would happen not only to him, but to everyone around him. Soon he realized he had made a terrible mistake because everything he touched turned to gold. His house, his animals, even his wife and children. The woodcutter went crazy with grief and was eventually driven to murder. Now there are many different versions of this tale, but the general moral seems to be that you should be careful what you wish for. After all, magic always comes with a price. Number 1. The Sorcerer's Apprentice. This story is famously depicted in Paul Ducas's orchestral piece The Sorcerer's Apprentice. It's a whimsical little tune that's often used in cartoons, most notably Fantasia. But did you know that the original story had a much darker tone? The story goes that a sorcerer was busy brewing a potion and left his apprentice in charge while he went to fetch something else. The apprentice was bored, so he decided to make a wish. He wanted to make the water in the corner turn to wine, but his magic was weak and he only managed to transform it into vinegar. Distraught, he tried to reverse the spell, but that failed, and soon the room was filled with gnomes, goblins, and other nasty creatures. Panicked, the apprentice ran to hide. But the creatures chased after him and beat him to death. When the sorcerer returned, he found his apprentice dead and was so angry that he turned all the creatures into statues. That's a pretty messed up ending for a seemingly innocent cartoon. Well, the moral of the story is don't play with magic if you're not strong enough to handle it. But do you think that applies to real-life magic? That was the end of our countdown. But if you want to see another one just like it, be sure to check out part 1. Which of these chain reactions was the most surprising to you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe and come back soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.